Coming up on the Guinnessers in Leeds. Sean gets locked out of a pub.
Hello, the Guinnessers are here. We have an appointment. Hello!
I get brain freeze.
Okay, now that's cold. Oh! No word.
Sean resorts to extreme measures to warm up his pint. And as things go from bad to worse, we have to call the authorities.
All the police are coming now, and we've heard there's been a crime here with the state of this Guinness. Oh.
Here we are in Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Leeds, Bradford.
It's on the cusp. We've been in Leeds and we've just crossed the border
Into Bradford.
There's a little sign, so technically this is Bradford, but we're going to class it as Leeds because it's on the cusp.
So we're doing a review of Leeds today. This is the first stop.
The 7 acres.
7 acres.
6 acres.
Whatever acres. Let's see what it's like, and hopefully it's going to be a good pint to start this day off.
Yeah, hopefully.
Looking forward to it.
It's one of those with Leeds. I've done a bit of research. I've asked people around what's the best pint in Leeds, and it's mixed reviews. There's not many Irish bars in Leeds, so we're not relying on that Irish kind of influence all the time. It's just seeing if they can look after the Guinness and pour it well. So fingers crossed. 6 acres.
Come on in. Have a Guinness with us. Go on, Charlie. Whose round is it? It's Guinness time.
It's Guinness time, lads.
Only the second time ever I've had a Guinness poured in one of those glasses, and I've not seen them since, till today. However, this pub does have that glass as well, and also, look at that, the 250th anniversary glass. Now,
when was that?
That was a few years ago, about.
Well, I've got to do some maths here.
Yeah.
What was it? 1759,
1759,
sorry.
1759, 250 years onto that is, but that's a nice glass. I might actually ask her to take that glass home. They can keep that one.
I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking, I have not seen one of these glasses in many a year.
No.
Mainly because they were outed in Ireland, especially.
Didn't like them.
Outrage. It was too different. It's too different. Looking at it now.
To be fair, look at the dome on mine.
You've got a better dome.
I've got the better pint, Charlie.
He's got the better pint.
What a change that makes.
They haven't got Guinness written on it, it's just a harp. And it says St James's Gate on the side of the glass. You can see that. You could downgrade it here for the glass.
Yeah.
But let's see what the Guinness is like.
It's different. Come on. I want to taste this. Slanche.
First of the day. Come on.
You can't split the G on this one. Charlie, that's nice.
There's no G to split.
Nope.
No G.
That's nice.
It's very cold. It didn't say extra cold on the tap, but it definitely is.
It's definitely
extra
cold.
I've got brain freeze here.
Yeah. It's very cold. Very tall glass. I quite like the glass. Wouldn't be one of my favourite glasses to pour in.
It's decent.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for one more. I'm not getting the flavours.
All the flavours coming out.
Because it's so cold.
Yeah.
It's so cold, and you don't get them flavours coming through as much. So for me, all I'm getting is just coldness.
I don't think I could drink this one all day.
And you know what? I don't want to sound like I'm being like a snobby Guinness drinker here, but unfortunately, that's pretty much who I am. The glass. I don't like it.
The glass would look better with some tulips in it or something like that. A few flowers.
Yeah, it's not a Guinness glass.
Proper.
I'm sat here now and I'll have that, I'm like, smash the pint.
Yeah.
This one, I'm like...
Yeah. And now you think you've got loads left, but you haven't really.
It's just not the same appeal. I don't want to drink it quick because I'm getting brain freeze, but I need to because I need to get the review down.
Yeah.
So quick last shtick stick test,
Yep.
lacing test. Fucking hell, that's cold. Ooh.
That
No
last
word-
bit there, still pretty creamy. No, come on, let's
I've
face it.
never got brain freeze like that off a Guinness before. Oh my God.
Despite that, look at that.
That is good stick. But I know we have drunk it quickly, but
Yeah.
that is, I'll give them that. Points up for the stick.
Right.
Major points down for the glass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Flavours, I couldn't get them because it was too cold.
I think the glass for you is put you right off. For me, it's not put me right off. It's not.
They're not?
No, but it was too cold.
If you look back to Liverpool,
Yeah.
our lowest was a 5,
Yeah.
and it's definitely better than that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd say our average score was probably what, 7.5, something like that.
Yeah.
This for me, it's less than that because of the glass, first of all, and the temperature. Is the coldest Guinness I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to give it a 5.5.
Ooh, that's cruel, Charlie. That's cruel. I was going to go for at least a 7, but you've gone for what?
5.5.
5.5.
The most important things for me are glassware and temperature.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's other things, but they are so key. And
make the
both
Guinness-
of them are
to make
so wrong.
Guinness tastes really,
I
really
can't.
good.
I mean,
All right.
this is where we can disagree, Sean.
Yeah, I've got to disagree.
But I can't see past that. I'm sorry.
No,
The
no.
potential was there.
Yeah. But
Flavour
I still
could have
think-
been nice.
I still think you're being a bit cruel here. I'm going to give it a 6.5. 6.5 for me.
And I get so you've gone down with Peg. You're
Yeah.
on 7.
Yeah.
So 6.5 for you. I've gone 5.5. So that makes it 6.
6.
6 out of 10.
Shall we agree on a 6 out of 10?
Should we agree?
Right, 6 out of 10 it is. It's not been a great start, guys, but let's hope it can only get better.
Yes.
Yes, Charlie.
We
It
can-
can only get better.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
You'd hope so.
You were in charge of where we're going today, so
I'm
any problems, it's
right,
your fault.
So
Nothing to
obviously
do with me.
I've done a bit of research.
A bit of research. It wasn't a lot, was it? Obviously. Yeah. Come on, Charlie.
Right.
You didn't do
This
that
was a
much.
wild card, all right, Sean.
Okay, this
But-
was the wild card.
But
We normally leave them till last.
we started with it today.
Okay.
You know, before to get it out of the way, you don't want to end on the bad one.
Do you know, I'm so excited though, because it can only get better. It can only go up from here. If it goes down, I'm leaving Yorkshire. I'm going back to Cheshire.
Here we are in Leeds city centre.
Leeds.
What a beautiful city.
Absolutely fantastic.
The architecture is
Yeah.
amazing. Some of these buildings, you know, you've got there's Channel 4, that's their hub over there.
Yeah.
Got some lovely statues.
City
And-
Square.
And look at this. I mean, don't look at the
bus.
bus. Look at the fucking bus.
Nice bus.
But beyond the bus, there's a lovely pub.
Look at
Hey!
Can't wait to get in here.
O'Neill's Irish pub.
Guinness time again. Second Guinness.
Let's hope it's a bit
Over
better than the
here.
first.
Can't wait for it. Looking forward to this because it is sort of Irish pub, is it? O'Neill's. It's
Yeah, well, I think it's the only Irish pub I've found in Leeds. You
Yeah.
know, that's still going. So I mean, it looks impressive from the outside.
It's promising this. I think we're
Probably.
going to go in.
I'd say, Sean, the best looking pub I have seen so far on our Guinness Earth travels.
To be fair, yeah. Does it look as good inside? We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Let's not judge a book by its cover.
It's got a great dome.
It's got a dome on the top,
It's got a dome.
but let's hope it's got a good dome on the pint. Let's get in there, Sean.
Come on, let's go. God love her. The girl pouring them was getting a little bit of advice from somebody that had a bit more awareness of how to pour a Guinness. However, I'm not so sure she's poured that many Guinness in her time here. There is a bit of a dome on there. This is not the extra cold. This is the standard
Oh, this is
Guinness.
original Guinness then?
This is the original
Okay.
standard Guinness.
That's, I mean,
It's nice to see they've got both pumps on.
Yeah.
Both pumps working. Very
If-
often they'll have lots of pumps but only one's working. In this pub they've clearly got the extra cold and the standard Guinness. This is the standard Guinness.
It feels cold, but it might.
It feels as cold, doesn't
It
it?
does feel cold. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Is she conning us?
But your head's looking very small, Sean. That is a very small. To be fair, so's mine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see it because of the. But if we just, that is a very, very small head, Sean. Oh.
I'm not so sure. The cameraman is fantastic at what he does.
Yeah.
Not great at
So,
choosing pubs.
a little
is he?
background here. Our cameraman Tom, slash editor slash producer, whatever you want to call it. He lives in Leeds, and so obviously we've come to Leeds. He knows some of the pubs. He's been here before. He's been to the 6 Acres before. We haven't. So pressure's on him today.
Yeah.
So Tom, going to be honest,
Yeah.
off the bat,
No Bishop's Head, but there we go.
there's no head at all.
Come on. What do they say in Leeds? No idea.
What do they say?
Here by gum lad. Cheers.
Cheers. Sláinte.
That's extra cold.
It's fucking extra cold, that's Sean. I don't know whether Leeds, whether they just like it.
Temperature gauge here.
Yeah, but oh my god, it is freezing my bollocks
I was
off.
going to be really impressed there.
This is the only Irish bar we're going to today. So pressure was on really for it to be decent, but it's not, is it, Sean? I'm sorry. It's not been a good start, is it? But
Do we sack the cameraman?
luckily he's good at his camera
Very
work,
good,
not so good at choosing pubs for Guinness.
Still, this is only the second pub. Give him chance.
All
You
the-
know, he might pull it
The
out.
police are coming now,
The police are coming.
Yeah.
They've heard that we've got crap Guinness.
and we've heard there's been a crime here for the state of this
Absolute
Guinness.
crime.
Oh.
I could not drink this all day. No chance. It's far too cold. The head
I
is
feel
not
bad
existent.
because, you know, the staff were lovely and it's a lovely pub. I mean, just look at it. Look how cool this place
Gorgeous,
is.
gorgeous pub.
And this is when we're reviewing our pints of Guinness. This is not to reflect on the pub. Like the rest of the beers might be amazing. The Guinness is hard to maintain and look after compared to other beers. There's a bit more maintenance involved in it, I think. So it's not reflecting the pub. But I'm sorry, we can only review what we're given.
Yeah. And there's no one else in this room drinking Guinness. In fact, there is no one else in this room.
No, they're all downstairs. The creaminess is very poor.
Or
The flavour is non-existent because
it's too cold.
it's too cold, so you're not getting anything, you're just getting coldness.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing I guess you could give them is the fact that the glass is nice and clean.
Yeah.
Nice clean glass, and it's the proper
Very clean glass. Yeah.
it's the proper glass, unlike
Yeah.
6 Acres.
Once you start pouring a pint of Guinness, if you get it wrong,
Yeah.
you've got it wrong.
I mean, it doesn't take much learning. It might have been a first pour, I hope.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, you got to start asking questions. But
So I would not say, right lads, we found a great pint, let's stay around here
No.
for a couple of hours.
I'm sorry, lovely
I
pub.
already want to move on.
But he's still not finished it. He's like,
I want to move on.
Next
I want
pub.
to take this out to the sunshine and warm it up a little bit.
yeah, it's lovely out there. That's the only thing keeping me warm here because I'm fucking freezing with tits off in it. You know what we need to do? Start getting a little thermometer, a little
Yes.
probe, and probe it and be like, oh, what's the
Yeah.
temperature of that?
Yeah.
Maybe we do that.
Still frozen.
Yeah, yeah, stick it in. Can't get it in, it's fucking freezing. I'm hoping, I'm counting on there being one pub
We find.
we find and we're happy with
We
today.
can't leave Leeds until we find that pub.
No,
We
yeah.
might be here for some time.
Yeah, stick with us, folks.
I ordered a normal, straightforward Guinness, not the extra cold. I've got what I think is extra, extra cold. Therefore, I'm going to give it a 5.5.
So you're
That's
going,
quite low.
you're going lower than 6 Acres.
Yes.
But this is in the proper glass. Do you like the other glass? What's your thought process here?
I still think that the 6 Acres, there was taste there. It was still quite a pleasant Guinness, despite, again, that was very, very cold.
Yeah.
I think we all expected it to be cold. I didn't expect this to be cold because I asked.
Yeah, and the pour in the size of the head. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Jesus, Charlie, 4.5. We have never given anyone a 4.5.
It's shite. I'm so sorry because it's a lovely pub, lovely service, but if we're rating the Guinness, that is the worst port pint I've had in a long time.
Get rid of it, come on. Let's sneak out quick before she asks us how it was. I don't really want to tell her.
There's different variables of why the lacing is better sometimes. Obviously, the glass, how clean it is, how dry it is. If it's still slightly wet, the lacing won't stick to the glass and it will slide off. And obviously the same with dirt, and also how quick you drink it. So if you neck it in one, it'll be covered in the cream. Take a while, it'll be non-existent.
There's cream left in the bottom of that, but I'm not that fussed about finishing it, to be honest.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go.
Cheers, O'Neill's. Do Whitelocks next.
Whitelocks. It's a good name.
Yeah. I don't know anything about this pub. It was recommended. That's all I know. I don't know any more than that. I can't tell you anything about it. I don't know what the reputation's like.
But you've done your research.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done his
I've done the
research.
research.
Yeah.
Right, this way, Sean.
This way.
Oh, here it is. Walk past it.
Oh well, that was noticeable.
Here we are.
At Whitelocks, if you're dyslexic. We're here at Whitelocks.
Or Whitelocks.
Or Whitelocks, whichever you prefer.
Bit niche. We almost went past it. It's literally this little
Yeah.
alcove. So don't know what the pub's going to be like in there. Can't really see it, but
We are praying for a good pint.
Yeah.
Because we have had not one yet.
no, we haven't. But
No.
you know, it's very central, very handy if you're on a night out.
Yeah.
Again, service, lovely.
Very good
Really,
service.
really,
Very good.
really nice,
Yeah,
friendly service.
yeah. Slight little dome on that. Oh yeah. No, look at that. That's looking good.
No, I've not got a dome.
Now this.
You've got a little bit more than me.
This came out of the standard pump.
Again,
It doesn't advertise extra cold.
But it feels it.
It's,
It feels just as cold as the others. But that's Leeds for you. I don't know.
I am
what's
going to give
on.
them a point, seriously, for the old style glass.
You're going to give them a point for that?
I'm going to give them a point before I even taste it.
Because for me, I'm taking a point off because it's unbranded.
Okay.
There's no Guinness logo on it.
Okay. Well, I think by looking at it, everybody knows what you're drinking, don't they?
They
That's
do.
Guinness.
It looks a little bit of a dirty glass on yours. Mine looks
Yeah,
better.
only on one little part though, so if I turn that round you wouldn't see that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let them get away with that as well. Right, let's go. Schlanche. That is not as cold as the last two.
No.
Still cold.
It's still cold.
Still cold.
But not quite as freeze bollocks off.
No.
As the others. There's a little bit more flavour.
Yeah.
It's still not.
They're just doing it too chilled, aren't they? I think the chillers in these pubs are set for the lagers and not for the Guinness.
Lovely people, lovely pubs, lovely city. Shite Guinness so far, but that could improve. But I'm still hoping.
Freddie Cliff was a legend here.
Who?
Freddie Cliff. He was the landlord here years ago. Freddie Cliff.
Oh.
Legend. Absolute legend.
He's reading the bench.
Drink with him.
Loved and respected by everyone.
I bet there was a good Guinness when Freddie was here. Yeah? Well, I'm sorry, Freddie. They've let it slip. What? Oh, he didn't go off a cliff. No, that's not Freddie Cliff.
No, again.
Tell you, I might be going off a cliff after this if it continues. Yeah.
Right.
It's not giving us freeze brain or whatever it is you call it. But the colour of the head's not great, is it?
No, mine's gone a bit brown, don't you can see. A little bit of a browning of the white head. Obviously, the whiter the head, the nicer the pint usually, so that's not a good sign.
I thought we were being difficult in Liverpool, but seriously, I'd rather be back in Liverpool drinking Guinness.
Yeah, I think I might have taken it for granted a little bit, actually, the quality of the Guinness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we're saying it's freezing cold because it's quite a warm, pleasant day? No, we're not.
What do you think the contrast of the warmth and the coldness of the
Coldness
Guinness?
is a bit, yeah.
It's not that warm.
No.
I've got my coat on. You've got your fucking scarf on.
I know.
and proper old school style in it,
Turks,
with the little
lunch,
booths.
snack
You can see
bar.
each little individual booth and all that stuff.
Yeah, nice little booths. Proper traditional old pub.
Yeah,
Been
and
here for years.
stained glass windows as well.
Yeah,
Very nice.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Yeah, and again,
It's like living accommodation upstairs. No, it's cute.
yeah. When I researched this place, that was parts of the kind of the appeal of it. It was that it was proper old school, nice style pub. I like the fact that it's in this little ginnel.
But maybe when you do your research, you stop looking at lovely little pubs in little ginnels and start looking at pubs that serve good Guinness. Yeah,
Well-
because that's the idea. That's what we're doing, Charlie. We're sampling good Guinness,
No,
not lovely little quaint pubs with ginnels.
I cannot express how unbelievably cold all
the
these
pints
pints
are
have been.
in Guinness.
Like it is.
In Leeds.
I think if you're going off degrees, obviously, like Sub-Zero is literally
Yeah.
frozen. This must be on the cusp. I think extra cold is usually 3 degrees.
Right,
It feels like it is on the verge of
10
freezing.
degrees.
No, less. Well, it depends if you're Fahrenheit.
Oh, which way are you going?
I'm Celsius.
Oh, are you?
So if I'm going Celsius.
I'm Gemini. I did say with this one I was going to give him an extra pint for the glass, but you did point out to me that there's no harp on it, which is
Yeah, that instantly for me marks it down.
no.
It's unbranded.
So I'm going to take that mark away now. Then I'm not going to give it him. No,
Right, so what-
because it's shite pints inside it. I want to go home. Uber, Uber,
Uber.
any Ubers?
What did you give it, Sean?
4. No, seriously,
Did you? Oh no, you've not given a score.
No.
Is that your score? The worst. That's the worst of the day. I'm saying this like
I'm struggling with it because they've all been.
they've all been very similar. I think that the
They're all
pour of
very
this
similar.
one, the pour of this one is better than the pour of the last one.
Yes.
Because the last one you could see it was
Yeah.
poured,
Yeah.
it was dribbling everywhere. This one wasn't, so that's a plus. But
5.5. Oh, 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, and that's I know that's a low score, but seriously, we're not getting above a 6 here in Leeds, are we? Really? And that's pretty poor show.
Right, I'm gonna.
I think you're right. People in Yorkshire don't drink Guinness. But again, another big sign was I didn't see anyone else in there drinking Guinness.
And that is always a telltale sign.
Yeah.
So my score, 4.7.
4.7. Where's the 0.7 come from, Charlie? For God's sake.
Because I think it didn't warrant the 4.5 like the other one.
Okay.
Slightly better, purely because the pour was a bit better. But other than that,
No.
there was not much else going for it.
4.7.
Unbranded glass.
5.
Yeah. So we'll let someone work out the maths. for
Do we
that.
round it off?
So no.
No.
No, we've got to do the exact maths.
Okay.
This is the rule now. We'll let the mathematician
Work
in
that out.
So the score is bang.
Bang.
That's the score.
That's
Okay.
the score.
I don't know what it is now, but you do. So
Yeah,
there we go.
There you go.
That's
There's
the
the score.
4.
Sorry, disappointing. We are going to go somewhere else now. You know, I normally get dead excited about going to the next one. Let's get the next pint down us. But at the minute, I'd rather go to the toilet. Seriously.
We're done here.
Good night, God bless from here.
Thank you from Whitelocks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Whitelocks.
Yeah, Whitelocks.
Whatever it's called.
Whitelocks, yeah. Established 1715.
1750. That's earlier than Guinness.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And they still can't
I've just
deliver a
noticed
decent
that.
Guinness.
1750. 1750.
They've just made that up. The Guinness isn't good.
Yeah.
They're probably still from the same barrel. Yeah, there it is. Look, there's the barrel. It's not empty yet.
Arthur Guinness probably had a bath in that.
Still to come in Leeds Part 2. Sean starts mixing with the locals.
Swap, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Go on, get that.
bit tightly rolled that for me, mate.
I break into song.
Still remember
He
the
can sing. Really,
taste of her
actually.
Guinness.
You look him up.
And the way she
CharlieReaderMusic.com.
He can actually sing, but that's atrocious.
Sean's joke backfires.
It's been sat there for about 20 minutes.
So you have to wait 20 minutes to get your head.
Yeah. Yours is looking a bit smaller. But
She said last night. No, not yours is looking a bit smaller. What I said.
you have to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And as our quest for cream continues, our prayers are finally answered.
Charlie.
Praise the Lord.